Hello and welcome back to It's Just a Phase, the only podcast on the entire internet that self-destructs. Tick, 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 boom. Hello.
There were two explosions that time.
Yeah.
So it exploded and then it deleted itself and exploded again.
It did. I don't know if we're upside down. It might be upside down.
Not upside down.
But the timer's upside down. So.
That doesn't seem helpful.
Well, we'll start the podcast upside down then.
Okay.
Um,
I'm a monkey.
You're a monkey today?
Yeah, I'm hanging upside down.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be a roller coaster episode. Put your hands up.
Woo! It's a loop.
Wow. It's a good one.
It's also a log ride.
Yeah. Lots of water. You're in the splash zone. I'm not.
Just, I sat in the front. I shouldn't have sat in the front.
Oh, we're upside down again.
I think we're upside down again. I have no idea how that's going to look.
It'll be cool. So I'm here with our regularly scheduled guest. Do you want to say anything to the world?
Anything to the world.
Okay. What do we do?
Take my wife, please.
Take your wife?
I'm just going with standard punchlines.
Okay.
It's all good.
What do we do today? We did some hiking.
We did.
Rode a shuttle.
We rode a shuttle. We waited in line for a shuttle for almost an hour.
Which was arguably the more fun part of it.
It was. It was good.
How many Trump impressions did we have today? At least one.
Yeah, I think you and I shared one. That although yours was way more of a hit than mine. But I think that's just because you're in the zone.
It's all about the hand. It's all about the hands.
It's all about the hands.
That's all it is. Yeah, I told you got to use it to like.
I am not a Trump.
I am not a Trump. That's my Trump impression, guys.
It is. It's excellent, and his audience that we're talking about loves it.
Yeah. So we did a hike today. Paul, you said you had a squirrel today.
What was my squirrel? I told you. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Okay.
While you think about that, we're gonna explain the concept of squirrel again.
Okay, good.
So the concept of a squirrel, guys. I know I've said this a couple times, but it's sometimes the only difference between a good day and a bad day is the squirrel you see run across the driveway. And so we try and prepare a squirrel every day, and I try and think about that. And although I did not write it down today, like I said I would yesterday, and I almost forgot it, I do know what it is. It was when we were driving into the park today. There's like this. We saw some like goats crossing the road. There was one goat crossing the road, and there's one on the side of the road. And I wasn't sure if anybody else saw it, but I looked up, and almost like the scene from Lord of the Rings, where they're sitting up over the hill, coming in to save the day. There were a bunch of goats, and the sun was shining down real nice. So it really highlighted them. So that was pretty cool. That was my squirrel. Do you remember your squirrel now?
I'm going to genericize my squirrel, but basically my squirrel was somebody was using a word, and I went so far as to look up the definition of the word because they said it didn't mean what I thought it meant. And, of course, I said, you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. And there's no arguing with that. And I get that words transfer meaning over time, and they shift and they change, and even words that are big crazy square words become not bad, become reasonable words to say, and that sort of thing. So over time, words migrate.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was interesting that was there, and that I felt like the thing that was happening was obviously within the definition of the word, but that was denied from the other side. So that's just really curious to me, and that's the kind of squirrel that my brain goes down on a pretty regular basis. But that was the one today.
Okay. That's good. How would you rate the day out of 10?
I give today 8.
An 8?
Yeah,
Okay.
today an 8
What
out
would
of
it?
10.
What would needed to have happened to get to 10? Or even like 9.9 if you don't
I would
believe
have
in
liked to have had a makeout session with a woman.
10. Oh gosh,
That would have helped.
that would definitely have helped.
Um,
I think my rating's now an 8 too.
there you go. So it was really good. It's a good family time. Got to see my brother and my nephew. We're hanging out. It was really a chill day. We did some hiking. I went and did a hike yesterday that was a little challenging, and I wasn't with these guys because of the challengingness of that hike. We can maybe talk about that later when we're not saying where we are.
Sure.
But through that, like my toe started feeling funny. So like if I step on my toe just wrong, it feels a little odd.
Sure.
And I think it's because my toenail was too long. This is not what I'm okay. So my toenail was too long, and so I went on this hike, and I think like my toenail. So I've now cut my toenail, but there's still a little pain.
Okay.
That is.
Thanks for
That's not a squirrel. That's a rabbit hole. But
That's not a squirrel. That's a rabbit.
that's not a squirrel. That's a rabbit, and the rabbit went down the hole, and you were all here to share that. So,
Yep.
In 3,600 episodes, I'm sure I'll be able to apologize for what just happened.
But you have to do it on the last one. You have to have a running list.
I'm not wasting your last podcast on that crap. Like that's a 30 days left countdown kind of thing. Okay.
The Paul apology cast.
The apology.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
So we'll have there'll be 30 days left, and we'll start the countdown for getting to the last day and everything blowing up, and that'll be the apology podcast. And then we'll just do apologies for any podcasts I've been on in 10 years.
But you have to keep a list of the things you have to apologize for.
You have to keep a list. It's not my podcast.
Well, it's not. I'm not apologizing.
Well, I might not either then.
Okay. I guess the apology is canceled.
Just because it deserves an apology doesn't mean I'm going to give one.
Sure. Cool. I don't remember if we talked about this the first time in the hedge maze or not, but every time, as you would know, every time we bring guests on for the first time, we like to ask certain questions.
Oh,
about
okay.
about the podcast.
Okay, yeah, we never did that. That's
we never did that
because you and I together have a tendency
to answer the question,
to start in the middle and just go.
True.
Which we did both times.
Yes.
I even started us in the middle.
Yeah, you started us. I would say even closer to the end.
Yes. Well, yeah.
But
we were mid-conversation.
So, a couple questions that we like to ask new returning guests. Would you like me to start in the middle?
You can start wherever you like.
Okay.
It's your podcast. Did I mention that?
No,
Okay.
I thought it was your podcast.
It's definitely not my podcast.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
You're doing the work of the podcast, so I'm enjoying it as if it's mine. But,
okay.
But I'm not. I have no responsibility.
Sure. You can believe that. So, the first question we like to ask is, do you actually think I'll go through with the 10 years, one podcast every day?
%98%, yes.
What's the 2% difference? You just don't want to say 100?
It's just variables. Like, you have a day you weren't around, or you went to the hospital and it didn't get around to it. Like, I mean, and if you put in safeties to make that not so that you don't have a day that's not a podcast. I'm just saying that there's a chance that something goes on. Will it happen because you quit? No, I don't believe that. I think I don't. That's not where my percentage is. My percentages is just in the randomness of how things go.
Sure.
And if you're saying I'm going to hit the mark absolutely every day, I think there's a chance that something weird gets in the mix and does that.
Okay. What are you most, without revealing any planned episodes, what are you most excited for about this podcast?
I'm excited to watch you grow. Like
physically, like taller?
No.
Oh.
Is that where we're going with this? No. So the whole idea of doing a podcast and having it explode after a decade. Great. I love it. Great idea. Because it's kind of ridiculous and I like that, and I think it makes sense, and I don't know. There's lots of things I like about it.
Sure.
Okay, so what I want to watch is, I don't know what this will, either the podcast will become or what will happen to you, but I know that doing a podcast every day for 10 years, you're going to learn something. And I'm curious what that will be, especially because of the way you're doing the podcast, where, you know, it's not a set format. It's not like you're doing one thing. It's just like, what do I want to do today? And I think that leaves it open for it to become something.
Yeah.
Whether it's this or that, but you know, you'll learn about editing. You'll learn about social media. You'll learn to be even more comfortable on camera.
Sure.
You'll learn to talk better. You'll learn all kinds of things, and you'll have put in a lot of time. You'll have done way more than your 10,000 hours of effort.
Yeah.
And you're going to learn something. And I don't think right now you or I know what that's going to be. That's the thing I want to see. I want to say at the end of the 10 years, like, this was cool.
You want to come back on the last episode and say, this is the thing that you learned.
Sure. Yeah. I want you to say it first.
Well, sure.
I want to know what you learned, but because like what I think you learned, that's interesting. But it's more important. It's more interesting to me to see what you think you learned.
Sure.
Because you're going to be in it. Like, I'm going to be around, but you're going to be in it for that long. And I think there's something that strikes my fancy in a lot of ways. And you basically, you know, you threw yourself in the boiling pot and said, okay, I'm going to do this. And there's something about that constraint that I think gives you a lot to grow into. Sure. And to play with. And I think that's cool too, and that's maybe something we have in common. Like, I think you're doing this partially as play, and so I'm in. That was a long ass answer.
That was a good answer.
Okay, that was a long ass answer, but that's my.
Oh, we'll do the Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer. Steal.
Golf clap, but maybe putt putt.
What's the other question? Oh, the other question we like to ask is,
hold your hand a little farther out so that we can have more access to the mic.
Like this?
So the mic is under your hand, so we're cutting off some of the sound by holding it that way. Yeah.
There we go.
Hopefully the sound will be a little better. This sound is tricky.
And so you kind of answer this a little bit, but we do have to ask legally. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Because I was pointing out.
No, just sorry, I was out of frame.
It's okay. What do you definitely answered this one, but I do have to ask. What do you think I'll get out of it? Out of this 10-year
confidence,
journey?
Clarity, style. Ooh, I like that one. I've thought about this before, but I think style. I want you to get style.
Mm-hmm.
You're socially better than I was at your age. So I think you've got that. But I want you to have style, flair, and I think after doing this that many times, you'll get something like that. And that's hot to me. Mm-hmm. Like hot, oh yeah, like, you know, draws people to you potentially and all that sort of thing. Like I would like to see that.
Okay. Are there any questions you wish I asked?
Today?
Yeah, right now.
No, because that feels too directive.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, that feels too direct. That just feels too directive. I just want you to do good and have fun, and if you want me on, I'm on. If I'm around, so
sure.
That's cool. I like what you're doing. It's a little inspiring for me to do more of the stuff on my own, which I've tried doing a little bit of a call-in show on YouTube, and I'm doing some video editing and all of that. So it's just it's encouraging, and I think the fact that you're doing it regularly, and if I'm on it every once in a while, it gets me off my butt a little. So
Sure.
that's good.
Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
What's your secret goal that you haven't told us yet?
My secret goal?
Yeah. I think you have a couple. So I'm just asking for one.
My secret goal from the podcast?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Something maybe deeper, or like just something like vulnerable, or like just like something that's like, oh, this is the thing that I might want out of this, or this is something I'm trying to do here that maybe doesn't make sense to talk about. Like, it doesn't even have to make sense to me. I just want to get a vibe, because I think there's layers underneath you doing this beyond the humor and the weird and the commitment. Yeah, that's what I want.
I think one of the secret goals, I think, is both for myself and for particularly like the people in my circle that like I know directly,
right?
To like appreciate, like, kind of going back to squirrel, right? Appreciate the like little things that make the world pretty cool to be in, whether that's like a thing that happened, like a squirrel, or a thought, or some of the even the things that like you've kind of done, right? Where it's like, oh, I went to this cool place and I interviewed this guy on a podcast, right? Like the truck hinge guy, and highlighting those people, and that this world is kind of way more complex, and well, not complex, but like deeper than maybe is shown a lot of the time.
So I'm hearing appreciation for life.
Yeah.
And just like each day brings a new something.
Yeah.
And that can be fun and interesting and all of that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
So it's almost like a daily celebration of the world and of life. Okay. I will even say I will count that as a secret. Like that feels like that feels like a new layer. That's what I wanted.
Okay. Good. Any other questions? Do you think you'll get injured on your podcast? Doing a podcast, or I'll be injured coincidentally at the same time as the podcast?
As part of your podcast production process, do you think you'll get injured while you're making the podcast?
Almost definitely. Like, I love to say no, but the fact that you asked means yes.
Oh, that's true. We had the discussion okay, so we had the discussion earlier today about the
first aid kit.
About the first aid kit, because basically if we're going on a hike, if somebody says, do we need to bring the first aid kit, the answer always has to be yes, because damn it, you brought it up. So obviously we have to have it if something goes on.
Yeah.
So it's in that vein.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
did not mean to put that on you, but you know, you're not going to get hurt bad. You're just gonna, just gonna,
like stub your toe or something.
It'll be a little embarrassing, and that part will be fun for me.
That'll be part of the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions? Comments? Thoughts? Feelings?
You're at day 34, I think.
Yep.
So, I like that. I like the countdown. I like your vibe. I think your thumbnails are getting cooler and all of that. I'm looking at it in a lot of ways, but I'm excited that you've gotten into the rhythm of it, and I'm just wishing you well. Whatever happens, I support you in this, and I support you in this, and whatever you decide, and however it goes, and whatever. I love you, man. So it's all good.
I love you too. Do you have, aside from the ones that we've talked about, do you have any fun podcast ideas?
I'm gonna say one that we talked about because I think it was done. It was low level enough that it was fun, and that was, I want to do a podcast where you just see our feet, and we're just walking. That's just a ridiculous, stupid idea. I'm just like, oh, let's just go along and you can hear us, but we're, you're joining us for a stroll.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting. And whether you do
What
it,
about-
if you don't do it, I might.
What
do
about a stroller cast? Where you put the podcast.
If you wear a pacifier, I will push you.
No, I'm saying put the phone in the stroller.
Put the phone in the stroller? Oh,
and
all right.
And then the people are in the stroller.
Yeah. People are in the stroller, or the phone's in the. Oh, the people who are on the
people in the
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sort of fits with the doing a podcast in a cave idea as well.
Cavecast.
I think there are lots of things. The thing I think most, for me at least, is the kind of the randomness of what we decide to do. And I think you've got an improvisational streak that makes it so that I don't know what the thing's going to be. Like, okay, we're on the porch today and we're talking and all of that, but we did a hedge maze on the off the cuff. We did a thing on the Continental Divide off the cuff.
Yeah.
So I think those things are unpredictable.
Sure.
But I like them because it's alive and it's in the moment and it's real and it's maybe stupid or whatever, but it's just we're just living our lives and we're doing our thing, and if you guys want to come along for some reason, then great.
Yeah. Cool.
What else do you want?
What do you mean, what else?
You're 34 days in.
Yeah.
And I know you've got some plans for things to go on. And, yeah. I guess I'm just curious where you're going. I don't need to hear any more about
Apparently, I don't know.
So, hi, podcast folks. Good to see you again. I expect I'll be around for the next 10 years. And you might see me on one or two more.
Maybe even 3 or 4. So we might have to cut it there.
That's true. We might even introduce him to Armando. Who knows? It's possible. It's a thing.
We did talk about Armando yesterday.
We did. Well, you did.
I did. Cool. Anything else you want to say to the world?
Peace? I don't know. That might have been a bed. I don't know what that was. Peace.
Well.
Live well. Be good to each other.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a shirt. All right. So this was episode.
And I understand if that sounded metaphorical.
It did. We are gonna make metaphorical hats.
Are we gonna make the Davy Crockett hats that are metaphorical? the little coonskin hats. Yeah, that.
I don't know if I could pull that one off. I can't quite print that one on demand.
If you wear it, I'll pull it off.
Well, that's fair. All right, so this was episode 34. There are
a lot left. You have the math in your head. I am not.
Viewers? How many is it?
It's still 36. 50. So 36, 16?
15. This is 34. There are 3,615 episodes. If you didn't get the math, tomorrow you will have to do the math. We'll put a little equation on screen and you'll figure out how many days are left.
We wish you well in your math skills.
Hopefully you know your times tables. They will be required, and there will be a pop quiz at the end.
That's true.
There will be at the...
Comment and subscribe.
I just had a great idea.
What?
I just had a great idea for the last episode.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you this on the podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. We got our first comments.
Oh, that's true. You did get your
We got our first 2 comments. So shout out. And we will see you tomorrow for episode 35. Goodbye.